This is GovernID, a system designed to map, automate, and prove GDPR compliance. Most organizations manage data privacy through a decentralized collection of files. It usually looks like this: hundreds of spreadsheets, stagnant PDFs, and disconnected email threads that grow more unmanageable with every new data point. Many executive teams operate under the assumption that a single company-wide privacy policy on the corporate website satisfies the law. However, the GDPR requires oversight at a much more granular level. Every interaction, from a newsletter sign-up to an employee payroll entry, must be documented and governed as its own distinct activity. When thousands of unique data interactions are covered by only one static document, structural gaps appear. A single unmapped marketing pixel or an outdated vendor contract can leave the entire enterprise exposed during a regulatory audit. If a regulator asks for proof of the exact consent text shown to a customer 3 years ago, most teams spend weeks searching through old code commits and server logs to find the answer. To prevent this, the law requires a record of processing activities, or ROPA. In practice, companies often build this as a manual spreadsheet that is filed away and rarely updated, meaning it is often obsolete the moment it's finished. GovernID changes how this record functions. The platform uses your ROPA data to drive your daily privacy operations, linking your legal requirements directly to your technical endpoints. By digitizing and activating the ROPA, you move away from manual record keeping. The record itself becomes the mechanism that identifies and prevents privacy risks. You begin by mapping your specific business processes into the GovernID interface. This creates a clear inventory of what data you collect and the legal basis for processing. This inventory is enforced via the GovernID API, connecting rules to websites and apps. When users interact, it instantly pushes the exact legally required disclosure text. If legal updates a policy, it applies across every device immediately, eliminating manual updates. Because the system pushes the data directly, you no longer rely on manual updates from web developers or marketing teams, closing the gap where outdated or non-compliant forms usually hide. The moment a user taps I consent, the system captures the interaction. Within milliseconds, the platform logs the forensic evidence, the precise text the user read, their unique digital identifier, and the exact timestamp of agreement. This information is stored in an immutable digital vault. This replaces the need for manual Excel tracking and provides an audit-ready history of every consent event. This powerful bidirectional loop ensures that your internal legal policies are consistently applied to your frontline data collection. This architecture simplifies data subject access requests. By law, organizations have 30 days to tell a customer what data they hold, a process that usually requires manual database searches and reduction. Because GovernID centralizes these records, you can offer data subjects automated transparency reports. Users can view or download their own data history through a self-service portal. This also changes the dynamic of a regulatory audit. Instead of spending weeks assembling proof from various departments, your team has the data ready. Under Article 5 of the GDPR, the principle of accountability requires you to prove you are following the law. GovernID generates these formatted compliance reports on demand. By automating what was previously a manual legal process, you reduce the operational cost of compliance while demonstrating a commitment to data privacy. Organizations face long-term risks as employees leave and departments restructure. Historical context for data processing decisions is often lost when the people who made them move on. GovernID preserves this context by logging every system change. It records who authorized a process, what was updated, and exactly when. This decouples your legal standing from the memory of individual staff members. This establishes a permanent record of your data processing history, ensuring your compliance remains intact regardless of organizational changes or staff turnover.